Sarah,
Dave.
it's the After Liv. It's been way too long. Months,
Yep.
probably.
This will be our best episode yet.
Absolutely. I can't imagine how it wouldn't be. We've got a lot to recap in 10 minutes.
Whew,
In the
yeah.
past couple months, because I think we had spring break in there and then the summer. So Fridays have been hard to get together. Are you totally caught up on all Live Live episodes?
Being totally honest, no.
A lot of content.
I know. I heard you, and it seems like it ran the gamut too of guests in their specialties. Did you had I don't remember their names, I'm sorry, but you had an AI specialist, right? Or someone who's
I had Kai on. Yeah,
Kyle,
that was really cool.
You have hockey coach.
Yeah, I had Coach Cross on. Did you watch that one?
I watched parts of it.
Yeah, because they all go a little long too. Yeah, I mean, because it was like over an hour, but
I should say I have it on. I don't necessarily tune in the whole time.
Well, I want the whole team to listen to it just because then you understand my youth hockey metaphors all the time.
Yeah.
But no, I want to dig back in with Coach Cross more just on because we talked about teamwork and some other stuff and how he says coaching teamwork amongst 13 and 14-year-olds is 10 times harder than coaching teamwork amongst adults. And I wanted to start to push back on that because any youth coach, not hockey, but any youth sport coach will tell you the problem is not the kids, it's the parents. Yeah. It's the adults, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to push back on that. But
okay.
I thought that was really interesting. And then had Nick Ruffini on too, who, master drummer to super podcaster to
I'm sorry, I totally missed that one.
Oh, that's a fun one because he grew up in the restaurant world. So there's been all kinds of fascinating guests as usual.
All over the board.
Then Glenn Dahl was this week. So he's a former CEO, former manufacturing automotive line worker, and now he's a business coach as well and coaches Metronomics. So it's been a lot. Next week I have Will Boland on. Will was a high school classmate of mine who went on to Harvard Business School and started a company recently called Henry Homes after founding and selling a car consignment company. So I don't know where I find these people.
I don't know either. Fascinating network of yours, Dave. Fascinating.
Seems to never end. So any good takeaways? I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but
I know. And I'm trying to think back of some of the nuggets I've taken from way back episodes. You're right. I don't think we've done this for at least 2 months, if not more. No, I think I probably listen to most of the, and I always, sorry, is it Matt, the hockey coach, your boy's hockey coach, Matt? I know we've talked about this before, but I mean, it's a pretty special philosophy about coaching the human first versus the athlete being second. And that just really is such a great life philosophy. Whether you're a manager at your job, you're trying to coach the human first, and then the skills come later, or the development for the actual task comes later. And I know it's a little different when you're coaching youth, because that human still needs development. It's a little different when you're coaching adults, I would imagine, where there's not as much flexibility or plasticity in their development.
Because we already know everything.
Yeah, well, we know everything. But that, I mean, it's cheesy to say, but it's a beautiful philosophy, and I really appreciate that.
Well, I think it's a good reminder, as Livco's a small business with, a leadership team and a couple owners that, same thing. I think people first is part of our core values, from our team. That doesn't mean that we, aren't hard on people sometimes or challenge people, but it's all with the purpose of, making them better humans, I think. And whether or not, our team members stay with Livco for forever, we don't ever anticipate that. We
Yeah.
still wanna make them better, wherever they go next. Even we talked about bringing on, training for the whole team, outside training.
Yeah.
Some of the peer pushback or peer question I got is like, you're just training them to leave and be better for somebody else. I was like, well, that doesn't seem like a good mentality, right? To think like that. We want to make everybody better, regardless of if they want to continue to be with us or not. Hopefully they do, but that's kind of the idea.
Yeah. One of our core values is good people. I mean,
yep. That's right. So I have the 50th. So I think this Wednesday was episode. Oh, David Supple just hopped on. He's watching right now. Another awesome guest.
Nice.
From New England Design and Construction. And he didn't swear as much as I was hoping he would. But that one was really fun too, just talking about the design build mentality and coming from, architecture school. And one of my favorite pieces of that is, he comes out of architecture school and he's supposed to draw all this stuff and tell other people how to build it with his drawings. He's like, I've never built anything. How am I going to tell them how to build it?
Yeah.
It's like a chef writing a recipe without ever cooking something before.
Right.
It's kind of his metaphor for that. So that one was really cool. I mean, there's 100 of them. Well, not 100. There's 44 of them. So coming up on the 50th episode here, which means we're almost at a full year doing this show. Wow. And still no shortage of awesome guests.
No.
I haven't even had any duplicates for a while. Not that I don't want to, because I want to have people back on, but we've just had some really, really cool people come on.
Yeah.
Any suggestions on future guests?
I mean, I guess it depends how the World Cup plays out, but you could always get one of our Brazilian office members on here just to talk about, football. It's been a big topic around the office, I gotta say.
Yeah, well, we did, the part of having Coach Cross on and the timing of that was after the Carolina Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup. So that was a really cool story and intensity of that teamwork, of the non-superstar, hardworking team, the miracle type team really getting it done. And so having a coach kind of talk about that mentality. So I don't know if there's a parallel story in life that associates with the World Cup or not, because it seems like a lot of kind of acting and pretending like you got hurt.
I hear it's different this year.
Okay.
They put new rules in place, supposedly. We were talking about this yesterday. I don't know all the details, but we'll have to get an expert in here.
Well, I know the U.S. ended up losing last night, which was kind of a bummer.
I know. I was getting text messages from our team at like 11 p.m. about that game.
So when does Brazil play?
Brazil plays on Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we are being petitioned to allow a work from home day that day, or at the very least have it on in the conference room with free.
Yeah, just turn it on in the conference room.
Yeah.
Yeah, then everyone gets
It'll be a good time. Yeah, we'll just bring our laptops in there, and it could be really fun, actually.
I like it. All right, so we'll figure out a World Cup theme.
Yeah.
And then
let me know if you need help with that.
And, to be honest, like I haven't had anyone from our team on the show in a long time. So I'll have to kind of circle back. We've always talked about doing more kind of specific stuff in terms of selections process, like countertops and cabinets. So we'll have to do some of that. I think it'd be really fun to do a live design review. Whether or not that would be a total disaster or not, I don't know, but it would be fun.
Yeah.
So
not with the homeowners though, right? Just our.
No, it would be an internal one.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, I don't know what we'd have to do for consent and stuff like that, or waivers or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, we don't want to.
No.
We've only had one client on the show so far.
Is it Nor?
I don't go out of my way to ask them to be on our live show, but I don't know if we even talked since that one, since Nor was on the show.
We did. Yeah, I remember talking about Nor. We could ask my sister to be on, but
there you go.
She gets too excited. She talks too fast. No one would be able to understand it.
Well, the clock's at 10 minutes now, so it's good to catch up, Sarah. I know we just kind of went through the week. I hope Chris had a good Father's Day last last weekend, and I hope you had a good Mother's Day, because we haven't really done this since
Yeah,
then.
back in May. Yeah, thanks.
And we'll do this again after the 4th of July.
All right, sounds awesome. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Sarah.
Talk
Bye.
to you later. Bye.